I previously reviewed the Gigabyte Aero 15X laptop back in April 2018, so 6 months ago, and at that time I mentioned I was considering buying one for myself. After testing many other laptops on the channel since this time, I haven't found any that I personally prefer. So let's talk about why I picked the Aero 15X. Alright, full disclosure before we start. This laptop was provided to me by Gigabyte. However, I want to emphasize that I was in the process of looking to buy one due to some recent pack sales that I covered in a previous video. And if you've been following the channel, you'll have seen me talk about wanting to get one for a while. So massive thanks to Gigabyte for hooking me up. A few of you have been asking me to do a video covering the laptop that I use, so here we go. For the specs, we've got an Intel i7-8750H 6-core CPU, NVIDIA 1070 Max-Q graphics, 16GB of DDR4 2666 memory running in single channel, which I'll probably upgrade to dual channel later, a 512GB M.2 NVMe SSD, and a 15.6-inch 1080p IPS 144Hz display with nice thin bezels. As a result of the good specs, it's a very capable gaming machine. I'll just briefly skip through some graphs here, giving you a quick idea of performance. If you're after the full details though, check out my full review on the Aero 15X. While I might play the occasional game on it, for the most part I'll be using it for content creation, 4K video editing and exporting in Adobe Premiere to be specific. Prior to the Aero, I was using a 2012 13-inch MacBook Pro while traveling, as it was thin and had good battery life. That was well before I started this channel though, and had no need for video editing, which as you can see has changed. You may have recently seen the videos I made at PAX Australia. I managed to get by there by borrowing a 3-year-old laptop, but it was clear that I'd need something better if I wanted to start doing more of that content in the future while I'm traveling. This is where the Aero 15X comes in. The i7-8750H CPU is currently one of the best laptop CPUs available, and will give me the best experience while editing and exporting 4K video files. I've got a video coming soon talking about why I think it's not really worth waiting for 9th gen CPUs in laptops. So don't forget to subscribe for that one. The large 94Wh battery is one of the best I've ever tested in any laptop with similar specs, with the only close competitor being the more expensive Razer Blade. It's also at least somewhat thin, not as bulky as many other machines out there with similar or lower specs, which should help out when traveling. The small bezels are a result of the overall smaller footprint of the laptop, so despite it still having a 15.6-inch display, it ends up being a noticeable amount smaller than many other 15-inch laptops. Perhaps the most important feature for me personally is the UHS 2 SD card slot, and while this may sound trivial to most, for me it's simply awesome. I record all of my video to SD cards with my Panasonic GH5 camera in 4K, so the files can get quite large. Having a fast SD slot allows me to take advantage of my fast SD cards, so I can offload video from the camera quicker. It's pretty common for me to shoot 20GB of footage per video, so this time adds up. For my workflow, a decent SD reader is pretty important, and competing laptops in this space such as the Razer Blade, MSI GS65 or Asus Zephyrus simply don't have an SD card slot at all, which is fairly common from gaming-focused laptops. Unfortunately for me though, gaming specs are also perfect for video editing, so there's limited choices. Now, the Aero 15 is certainly not perfect. Let's talk a little about the issues with it. A number of people have reported issues with the keyboard and asked me if I had any problems with it. At the time of my initial review, I didn't have any problems. Now that I've got it again, I've been able to do some more in-depth testing with the latest keyboard firmware installed. I don't have any issues pressing multiple keys down at once, as was previously reported. I think that was fixed in an earlier update. Sometimes while typing, keys do seem to not be picked up, but I think that's just a result of me not pushing hard enough. If I push a little harder while typing, the issue doesn't happen. So I think it might just take some getting used to, and may just be down to the actuation of the keys. There's also the webcam placement position down the bottom, but as I don't personally ever use that myself, that's no problem for me. Overall to me, the benefits previously discussed massively outweigh these small potential issues. And so far I'm very happy with the Gigabyte Aero 15X. So there you have it, my new laptop and the reasons why I picked it. Most importantly, it's got good specs, good battery life, and is nice and portable for travel. The Aero 15X isn't cheap, but for what I'm using it for, and compared to the competition, I think it's a good choice. Let me know what you thought of the Gigabyte Aero 15 laptop down in the comments, as well as what laptop you've got or are looking at getting. And don't forget to subscribe for future tech videos like this one.